make you feel? Giving a child his freedom.
Felt good.
You have been at this for 12 years.
Because God's children are not for sale.
Movies like this makes me question humanity. It makes me question grown-ups that are sexually attracted to little kids. This particular movie is centered around a particular guy by name Tim Ballard. He's a former US agent that embarks on mission to rescue children from human traffickers. In this particular movie, the location they used was Colombia. So anybody that have not seen Sound of Freedom, it's my personal request that you do, because that way you get to understand the weight of what you're talking about in this video. So this movie would make you reflect on the pain, the frustration that comes with being abused by adults in the name of having fun. There's a whole lot to talk about in this video, and I would like you guys to please watch till the end. If you have seen Sound of Freedom, kindly drop your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. I really want to read, because I'm going to analyze the Sound of Freedom from the production aspect to my own personal opinion, what I discovered from my research.
This individual walks up to me, starts asking me what I'm here for, what I want, and within minutes he says, well, I've got kids as young as 11 years old.
Ballard, a former Homeland Security agent, now heads up Operation Underground Railroad, a nonprofit group that rescues trafficked kids.
Please watch till the end while we analyze this movie, Sound of Freedom. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Glory Rex. I am a poet, a content creator, and a movie audio editor. This movie is very emotional, so let me put myself together. All right, so let's go. So if you're seeing my face for the first time, you're coming across my channel, you're welcome. Kindly check previous videos I'll drop below in the description box for you guys, because I love to create interesting videos to help anybody get certain things done easier, quicker, and smarter. Also, you will love it here. If you watch this video till the end and you like what you see, please just hit the like button. That way YouTube can recommend this video to as many that will find it interesting like you found it interesting as well. One more favor, you can kindly subscribe to the channel if you have not already. That way it will increase the growth of this growing community. With that being said, thank you so much, and let us get straight into the video. As somebody in the movie industry, like I said earlier, I'm going to talk briefly about the production aspects, because this particular movie has been praised for the great cinematography, especially because of the backstory that we'll discuss more about later in this video. The shots were immersive to enhance the tension and in-depth emotion of the actors' faces and their body movements. So those that have seen Passion of Christ, do you remember this guy? His name is Jim Caviezel. I've done a video to talk about him as a person. I'll drop that video linked below and also pop it up on the screen as well for you guys to watch. So he played the main character in this story. He did a fantastic job. He gave it his all, to even that you could feel it as an audience. Okay, so we'll talk more about that as we progress in this video. So this particular movie explores his journey into dangerous territories to confront traffickers and save victims. The cinematography captures both the beauty of Colombian landscape and the darkness of human trafficking. This movie has emotional weight. That's just to talk about the cinematography of this movie. Let us now look at the directing of the movie. Well, the balance of intense action-driven sequence with more reflective movements to give the audience time to process the gravity of this trafficking, to make you feel the emotion of these children and also see the vulnerability as well. The pacing was tight, especially during the rescue operation. This particular movie is very big on suspense, and I must say kudos to the director. Now let's talk about the acting. Everybody that played a role in this movie deserves a round of applause. So the actors gave it their all, especially the children. You could feel the vulnerability. So the child actors did a very good job to portray the vulnerability and fear of being children that have been trafficked. During my research in preparation for this video, I discovered that Tim Ballard himself chose Jim to play this particular role, and he could picture himself at the points where he was at that rescue mission. The actors really made me cry, and You could just feel it from the beginning of the movie till the end. It's actually a movie of hope, of freedom, and a movie that speaks up for victims that have been through this kind of wickedness. Let's look at the sound design. The use of silence and ambience was heavily noticed in this movie because it helped to actually drive the heightened emotion. The movie is heavy on suspense, relief, redemption, freedom, and you could feel every aspect of the movie. I really recommend the sound team for doing a fantastic job to drive home the message. You could feel every aspect of what was going on in the movie. The visual effects, I would say the urban and jungle setting were done to the T. So this helped to enhance the authenticity of the story. Kudos to the production design team for doing a fantastic job to replicate some scenes that actually happened in the real life story. They replicated it in the movie. There's a particular part in the movie that the sex traffickers were going to gather together with the children, okay? So that particular part, if you check the real life footage and the sets, in this movie, it was done to look like the real life story. So that's why I said the production team did a fantastic job to replicate what actually happened in real life. So another thing that really played a huge role was the lighting. So lighting was able to set a significant mood and feel of the movie. So there's this particular part in the movie that the children were being trafficked from a container to a bus. So that particular scene, the way the place was lit up, you could feel the pain, the anxiety, the worry, like everything all in one. So lighting really did a fantastic job to help this movie, give the audience exactly the emotion that these kids were feeling. So from what I gathered, this particular Sound of Freedom was not even a high budget movie, but it was quality. I would say from the cast, the crew members, the final execution, the post-production, everybody that worked on this movie, it felt like they came with an intention to do a very good movie. I would really recommend those that have not seen Sound of Freedom to watch Sound of Freedom, because it is not just a fantastic movie, it's a movie that is thought-provoking. It's a movie that helps you see through the traumas of these kids that are victims of these ugly incidents. So the actors and crew members achieved the visual and emotional components to bring the attention to this serious subject matter, which is child trafficking. So that being said, let me just shed more light, talking from my own opinion, what I think about this movie / children trafficking. There's a popular saying back home here in Nigeria that it takes a village to raise a child, which means at some point the parents, relatives, maids, nannies, schools, and some adults at some point will come and help to assist the parents in the grooming of their children one way or the other. So imagine if these children are now being emotionally and physically abused. Like, how is it going to be? It will definitely, if you're looking at the movie, from what you can see in the eyes of these child actors, you can see that they feel robbed. I remember a particular scene in this movie where a child could not confidently bear his own name because he has already been given a name called Teddy. In the course of my research for this video, I discovered that in real life, some kids that have actually been involved in things like this, some of them are even asking for hard drugs because they don't want to experience these things that are being done to them.
How they find these kids is they lure them in by pretending to have a modeling agency. They target them at 9 or 10 years old. And they were telling us that about by 11, they're ready for sex. They're ready to be sold. This little 11-year-old boy, I remember, he asked one of my operatives if they could give him some cocaine or something. He said, they usually give me something because I'm really scared.
By the time the deal was done, the alleged traffickers were set to make $25,000. That transaction was never completed.
It's very thought-provoking. I'm happy that movies like this are available for public viewing.
25 Colombian special operatives stormed the party, arresting 5 suspects, 4 men and 1 former beauty queen, all charged with child trafficking. The victims, 29 of whom are under 18, were evacuated, given medical exams, and placed in a rehabilitation center where specialists are working to undo the damage.
Another thing I must applaud the cast and crew members for was that they made this movie in a way that it could be viewed by children of all ages. However, parental guidance is also important to be able to explain to the kids. I also appreciate the fact that these child actors didn't have to go through the trauma of an adult, like legit lying on them. One thing I have noticed is that some parents are easily carried away when they are told that their children are stars. I'll give an example from a part in this movie. A model came to talk to a father of two. Apparently, the guy didn't know that this particular lady is gathering kids for the purpose of child trafficking. He got to the venue that the children went for the audition. Everybody had already left the building, plus other people's children. So be careful, because not everybody that comes to tell you about helping your kids to take them to greater platforms are really genuine, because a lot of things are happening. And this particular movie has real life footages of kids being kidnapped. In the beginning of the movie, you'll see clips of children being snatched from parents, even from people that are homeless. It's a whole lot. But however, I am glad that movies like this are shedding more light into crimes like this. If you have enjoyed this video till now, please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. I am very sorry to any victim out there that is dealing with something this heavy. So sorry about it. I will do my best to check if there are some government organizations or NGOs that are offering help. I'll drop that on the screen for anybody that is a victim, and also speak up, because I know it's not easy to report anybody that is abusing you, but it will also be nice to get help at the same time. And I think I've said a whole lot in this video, and I highly recommend people to go watch it, because I remember one time in primary school, we used to have these Fridays where people come and watch Christian movies. So if things like that still exist, I will actually suggest they watch Sound of Freedom. Just let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I hope I have been able to do justice to this movie review, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. And please, if you have not seen Sound of Freedom, you can watch Sound of Freedom. You can also sign up to Angel Studios. Okay, you can sign up as a volunteer in any field that is of interest to you. You can also watch some Christian movies. So guys, I think I've said a whole lot. Thumbs up to everybody that came together to make this movie fantastic. Like I said, okay, so from research, I heard there were so many controversies about releasing this movie, but the good thing is that the movie is out and it has done the due diligence in terms of exposing child trafficking in the world. And I hope more movies like this, come out to tell people what is really happening in the society. I think that's all I want to say in this video. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. So thank you so much for watching till now. I'm so grateful. I have a lot to share. Please come back for another interesting video. My name remains Glory Rex, and I'll see you guys in another video. And say no to child trafficking. It is very bad. God bless you.